homestead family and backyard growers. This is Rob from Focus Fresh Gardens Homestead, eating fresh to your plate. And on this Saturday sunny morning on the 24th, I'm down here at our, what used to be our Canterbury back raised garden bed and snow peas. And before I get into today's topic, growing rockmelon and watermelons together, I really want to get into this wickingbed. I've been trialing this for a couple of years now and it's been a bit of hit and miss. So what is a wickingbed? A wickingbed is where the plant can get into its own water supply, its own reservoir, so to speak. As you can see, there's like these little cells down the bottom, and you put perlite in these cells so dirt doesn't get in there and the plant can get into the root system down the bottom here and suck up all the nutrients it can. It's a self-watering mechanism here, and I'm going to do two different ways. I'm going to do it in the wicking bed and I'm going to do it in the normal raised garden bed and see what happens. Last year, in the last week of December, we had an absolute heat wave and an outbreak of caterpillars, and it just destroyed all of my sugar baby watermelons. So this year I really got in super early because the rockmelons only take 8 weeks, but the sugar babies take 14 weeks. So as you can see, I'll put this to the side. I've got the rockmelon here, one over here, one over there, and then one over there. I'm going to alternate, and there's a lot of space for these watermelon and rockmelon. It's a 5 meter by 1 meter raised garden bed, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take you on this journey. Also, I've got our snow peas on the side of this raised garden bed, and then I'm going to put the rest of them in just the normal raised garden bed. So I've got two options. So hopefully we're going to get some real watermelons, not those fake ones that have been popping in stores like 3D printed. So without further ado, here's a nice little handy hack for all my subscribers. Look at that, if it doesn't fall off. It's making a liar out of me. And it's meant to pick it up like so. And meant to put it in, there we go. And I find that is the most easiest way without squishing and scrunching the packet all the time. There it is, stop making a liar out of me now. See, that was nice and simple from the packet. Like so. And we're going to give this a good watering, but also a good layer of mulch, because here in sunny Queensland it is just baking hot in spring and summer, and I really want my crop to survive. That's the biggest thing, because these plants are like 90% water, so they really need a lot of moisture in the ground to absorb. So I'll put these to the side. And I'm using Rocky Point. You'll find these in your local nursery, not Bunnings. for my overseas viewers, that's your like Home Depot and stuff like that. And you really want to get in there a really big thick layer of mulch and just put it there, not smother the plant, but just put it all around it, and that way we can water it in. Later on. Now last year I had this wicking bed, but it was too far up on top of the raised garden bed. I had to bury this further down. This is 40 centimeters or 400 mil, and I've had to dig all this dirt out, put the mat in, and then cover all around. There's a bit of a mucking around this wicking bed. I'm going to give it one last go and see how it does this year. For me, I don't know. It's just trial and error, hit and miss. There we go. I had like 8 of these in this sort of raised garden bed, and it wasn't an issue with all the vines being all tangled up with each other. Actually, I had a number of sugar babies, but the heat got to them. They just split open. It was that piping hot. It was like 40 degrees or 110 Fahrenheit. It was that ridiculous of humidity. I think it was like 90% humidity, so it just destroyed a lot of these watermelons last year. So this year I'm just trying to get in early, super early. Now there's a lot of real estate between here and here, but you know, all the vines will just cover anything up. So I'm just going to leave them and just take what I can. So I've spaced these out every metre or so. There's 2 lots of raised wicking beds in here. There's one here, and then there's another one over here. So I'm going to continue on with this, and I'll just finish the finished project, and then I'll take it over to the other raised garden bed where it's just normal, and we'll just put them in there. Welcome back, homestead family and backyard gardeners. I'm just watering in our rockmelon, halebestrockmelon, and the watermelons, sugar babies, and I've probably put a good 3 or 4 inches of sugarcane mulch here. For all my Australian viewers, this is Rocky Point, the jumbo sugarcane mulch, and I'm just watering in it. And you might be thinking, well, why would you be watering in a wicking bed when it's already got water in it? This is just for the top layer, just to get this sugarcane nice and moist and wet, so it retains its moisture, because we're not predicted any rain for quite a while. Only just last week we had like 4 days worth of rain, so now we're not going to get any rain for quite some time, until the end of December, and apparently we're going to get some more floods, heavy downpours. So that's why I want to get in early and to do my watermelon and rockmelon. You might be thinking, why have you got your snow peas on the edge there next to your watermelon and rockmelon? Well, that's the only space I could do it, and when I do it with my potatoes it works out well, and I'm just trying to use as much mass as I can, as much square metre as I possibly can in my raised garden beds. So hopefully with this wicking bed you don't have to water the ground as much, and you'll stop the algae mildew getting on these leaves. So I'm going to continue on, and then I'll take you over to the other raised garden bed where I just turned over and put in the rest of the halebestrockmelon and the sugar babies, and we'll just go from there. Okay, homestead family and backyard gardeners, I'm down here in my other raised garden bed, and I've got some brown onions. They're starting to bulb. They've been in the garden bed for I think 4 or 5 months now, so they're nearly not really mature, but they're starting to come along really nicely. So hopefully next couple of months I'll take on that journey to harvest these big brown onions. But I've struggled the last couple of years to grow onions. I don't know what it is, so next year I'm hoping to do a lot better. So without further ado, I'll just swing you over to this other raised garden bed. So here we still have our watermelon rockmelon. I'm going to put 2 rockmelon there, another 2 here, 2 watermelons here, another 2 little rockmelons there, and then I can just go up and down and just use this. I think it's only like 250 or 25 centimeters high. It's only a meter by 25 centimeters, so it's not that big, but it's served me well for so many years. And I just like using raised garden beds, so I'm going to show you how I put these into my other raised garden beds here. Okay, well, I'm going to put sugar cane mulch on it and give it a water, and I'll be right back. But you might be wondering, well, if you've gone to all that trouble to your wicking beds, why don't you just put them all in there? Well, as I said, this Queensland weather is just unpredictable, and I want to have some sort of success late spring, early summer, so that's why I'm just trialing 2 different ways. Last year wasn't too bad with the halebestrockmelon rockmelons. I had a couple of watermelons, but the rest of them all busted because of the high humidity. So hopefully I've got 2 different options here. So I'm going to put heaps of sugarcane mulch on there, give it a water, and I'll be right back. Gee, someone has turned the heater up right now in the end of August. It feels like summer. Next week will be the first week of spring. From next week, it doesn't feel like spring at all, it feels like summer. My hand is just dripping. You can see the hat there. I'm just soaking. I've left this space over here because I want to put something else in there. I just want to see if it works or not. I'm just trying to use every bit of land I can. So we're starting to grow our crops for summer now. I'm just waiting on my corn seeds from Eden Seeds. As I said, my 48 did not germinate at all, 2 different ways. So again, I've lost basically 2 weeks of my growing my summer crop because of bad seeds, bad germination. That's what happens when you trust one seed company. You're going to have multiple seeds from different companies, because even though I might say it's still good for a couple of years or next year, no, it's not. And so I'm giving another company a go. So that's what I'm doing, but I've lost 2 weeks of production, and they're saying by the end of December we're going to have heavy downpour of rain, what we've been copping for the last couple of years here in Australia. So we really got to get in early. So I'm just going to hose this and finish this off here. But until next time, either grow big or go to the shops. And thank you very much for all the subscribers, likes and comments. It really helps this channel out a lot to grow. So by keep doing that, be much appreciated, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Bye for now.